Wow. Alright, so today doing the bar clam bake. You know, it's like a scallop potato and it's made with bar clam. So you'll have to check this out. First off, you want to put some onions in here. You want to cook them on low. You want to caramelize them, but you don't want them to turn brown because they're going to get this funky flavor and color, and you don't want that. So a little bit of olive oil and some butter. You're going to keep stirring these until they are completely caramelized. You'll see in a minute. Let's do some magic. It's been about 30-35 minutes. You can see these are all caramelized now. And we're going to be layering the pan with this. This is basically going to be flavor bomb. It's going to be steaming the potatoes. We're going to layer these potatoes over this, and we're going to be putting clarified butter, a few spices. Now watch this. Over here I have some clam juice and I have beef stock put together. This is clarified butter. So what we're going to want to do is add a bit of clarified butter here to our onions. We're going to add the butter, or some of it, and we're going to add some of this broth on there. We're going to add the broth. We're going to add some of it to give some steam for these potatoes. A bit of stock. Okay, and a bit of pepper won't hurt. Just a little bit of pepper. Now we're going to layer our potatoes. We're going to start layering the potatoes all around like this. Now you get your layer of potatoes in there. We're going to put a little bit more beef stock on there with some clam juice. Want to be a little bit generous with it. Put some more clarified butter. Okay, like this. And now I want to put my layer of clams on here. I want to put a layer of clams. There, now the idea is to layer some more potatoes on there. You get the idea. So we're going to make a simple cartouche for the pan. So I've got one folded up here. And I'm just going to cut the end off in about there. Give me a sec. Here. Cut it off here. About there. And then we're going to measure. So we're just going to measure the cartouche. It'll be in the middle. So we're going to cut it right about there. Okay, the magic of the cartouche. Alright, you put that in here and you press it down. Now, we're going to put a plate on top of here, but before we do, we're going to put a little bit more of the juice in here. And it's going to come and steam up in here. Right. Here we go. We got the cartouche in there. And we're going to steam it a little bit. We're going to slap that into the... We're going to give that maybe an hour or so to cook nice and slow at about 300. We're going to take it out. We're going to take the parchment paper off it, baste it a little bit, maybe put a little more seasoning on there, and throw that back in there and let it caramelize. And reduce that clam juice. It's there. And we're going to caramelize these onions more. That onion bomb's underneath and it's steaming up in there with the clams. It'll be good. We're going to cook the casserole at 248 degrees, like 120 Celsius, for about an hour. Then we're going to take it out, we're going to baste it again. We're going to take the parchment paper off, and we're going to slap it back in the oven for about another hour and a half. But we're going to bring the temperature up to 130 this time, which is 266 degrees Fahrenheit. And that's going to help to caramelize everything on the top. You'll see how it turns out in the end. It's probably something you're going to want to try for the holidays. Beautiful meal, beautiful. What sides would you serve with it? Imagine a salad would be good. How about some ideas on what you should serve with this? All right, so Now, we're going to take off the parchment. We're going to take off that paper and see what happens, see if everything's settled. Now, it's flattened out a little bit. It's been steaming in there for a while, so we're going to get rid of some of this stock. And we're going to take some of this butter and this juice here. So we're going to spoon that over the top. Put it back in. We're going to change the temperature to 130 degrees Celsius now. It's basically 270 Fahrenheit. I'm going to cook it for another hour, hour and a half. We'll see what it looks like in a minute. Sorry. Pepper does it to me every time. Every time. Anyway, we're going to let that slow cook for a while. We'll come back and check up on it later. It's been in there an hour and a half. I'm going to check on it now to see if there's any juice left in that. So, let's see here. Oh, that's looking better. I'm going to tip the pan. See a little bit of juice? And we're going to take that and we're going to baste it with it. And we're going to put it back in. So I'll baste that. Put it back in for a few minutes. About a half hour. So what a smell we got going on here on this. Wow, it's starting to look good. Look at this. Ooh. See if there's any juice left coming. A little bit, so we're going to baste it again. Add that juice to keep the temp low. And so that you're not browning these onions to change that flavor. The whole idea behind this punch in the flavor is how far are you willing to go with these onions? How long are you willing to take for the flavor? Now here we have it. We're just going to pop it in the oven for another few minutes. That won't be very long. I just put a little bit of parsley on top of there. Just to make it a little tastier, able to eat it. You can put scallions if you want. I like parsley. And pop it in the oven for another 5 minutes. Just finish that little caramelization and work that parsley down in there a little bit. And here we go. This is it. There we go. Here we have it. All right, here we go. This looks pretty good. Oh wow. Superb. That's got to be a Christmas favorite. When you try it, you'll see what I mean. Wow.